Hey everyone, my name is Sammy, and welcome to the next part in my Stream Theory playthrough of Assassin's Creed 4, where I will provide commentary and analysis on the game as I play it live. So, should be getting right into some missions here. I think, for the purposes of this part, it'd probably be better if I reload the mission, restart memory, and hopefully we get that beginner cutscene again. The intro cutscene to this mission. And we can head straight into that. Let's see if that'll work. I'm not sure. I guess we can't get that mission, or the intro mission. We're just gonna go right into it. Maybe I'll just talk about what we're doing here. So far, only thing is to follow Blackbeard. I thought there would be more of a description with that, but okay. Fine, maybe let's just follow. See where this goes.
In the absence of any clear ideas, I say we lay low. No piracies and no violence. Do nothing to ruffle the king's feathers for now.
Preserving the king's plumage is no concern of mine, man.
It will be when he sends his soldiers to scrub this island clean of our residue. Look around you, man. Is this cesspool worth dying for?
Aye! It's our republic! Our idea! A free land for free men, remember? So maybe it's filthy to look at. But ain't it still an idea worth fighting for?
I can't be sure. But when I look on the fruits of our years of labor, all I see is sickness, idleness, idiocy.
Not a sunbeam of difference between here and London then, eh?
Thatch is right, man. Taking a wide view, they're not doing so bad out here. There's sun, rum, and leisure as far as the eye can see.
Aye, Nassau may look fine from a distance, but at its core, there's a disease I cannot stomach.
Sickness can be cured, Ben. If only you have the right medicine.
But a corpse cannot be reanimated.
I can't believe the shite I'm hearing drop from your lips. Why not take the pardon now and be done with it?
Peace, both of you. We can satisfy both aims if we work together. Find medicines to ease our burdens here, but in a way that don't attract the British.
I wager the nearest doctor is sitting pretty in Havana. Not a place I mean to go.
But the Spanish fleet that sunk 2 years back will have some medicine. All sealed up in glass vials.
You'd need a diving bell to reach those depths.
Aye, and with some coin and a few supplies, a diving bell won't be hard to come by.
This is a plan I can stand behind. Find medicines without stirring up trouble. Agreed, Thatch?
Agreed. Aye. I'll meet you near the wrecks as soon as you're able, Kenway.
Remember, Thatch? Keep your cannons court.
Piss off, Ben!
Interesting. So, sounds like there is some sort of sickness going around, and paying attention to the NPCs around you, you see a lot of people like these guys in pain. Just on the ground, sick, talking about doctors. So this is like basic intro to the mission here. So where is the next? Where does it want me to go now? Am I missing something here? What is my objective? Oh, okay, up there, buy diving bell. So I don't actually have to go where just yet. It's buy diving bell. Okay, so now buy diving bell. Now I should be able to do diving, presumably. So finally do those missions that we've been running into.
How might I address your needs?
Running into that wall, saying not in the point in the game where we can take part in these missions. I also couldn't buy this diving bell yet. I should be able to now. There was a prerequisite here to buy the diving bell. So this massive steel bell traps large amounts of air, giving divers access to deep water wrecks. Now I can buy this, and now I can do those missions. I'm thinking that the next mission will involve diving. So yeah, these are all the diving places that we've seen so far. Now we should have access to all of them.
May fair winds favour you, sir.
So now the next mission should be apparent. Thankfully, diving bell need to go is close by. I don't know why it would make it this one, because that one's pretty darn close as well. But no matter. Maybe we can head here first, or I don't know. Should I just head to this one first and then like make my way this way and complete some of this stuff on the map? Well, while I'm here, maybe I should just do these tiny islands here. Get them out of the way. Do this stuff. You know, it's kind of a roundabout trip. There was... What do I have left to do here? Oh, an assassin contract. I guess I have time to do this stuff before I reach this diving bell. It's all in the same general area. But that would kind of defeat the whole point of me being excited about reaching a mission. Might seem odd that I'm like, oh, yay, a mission, when I'm in such an open world game where I have such freedom to explore. As I've been saying in the last several parts, there's such a thing as, you know, there's too much of a good thing. I feel like having some variety, some main mission stuff to break up that exploration is an important thing. So when they're too far apart, that's when I can actually get excited about missions. I can go, yay, missions. Let's see, where are the hunter ships? I thought there were hunter ships after me, I guess. Not right now. Continue to raise my wanted level, though. Oh, this ship is still up. Okay, there are the hunters. There they are. Over there. Okay, so where did I say I wanted to go next? So I think I want to actually head towards the hunters. That's fine. Good place as any to do a ship battle. I think that might be a man of war. I have beaten one before. Alright, come on, move, move, move. I have to just keep hammering it until it goes down. Mortars will be super important here as well. Yeah, as long as I keep the pressure on, I can beat this. Problem is, this other one is also giving me trouble. Nice. Now let's finish this one off before it destroys me. Come on, let's finish this off. Okay, so I'm thinking I use a small one to repair the ship. Desperately need the repair. Might even want to... That was a tough battle. Might even want to lower my wanted level back down to 3. But more imperative to board. Definitely not going to capture. There, dude's up there. And, oh, there's also the flag. Should be able to get that. Let's see that at first. Okay, continue to move up, Kenway. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Almost thought he would jump off. There we go. Flag is down. So, I think I'll want to repair for sure. Capture the other one.
Give me some speed! Come on those stairs! Hold that blow! Hold them in with a well!
Boarding time for this one. So pardon me while I work on this. I'm not going to have too much commentary while I'm here. I'm just some freeform. Really difficult to use the gun on the larger ship. Can't get a good angle on it. Whoa, 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 I don't want it to go that way. Okay, so let's try this again. Want him to go on this mast here. Whoa! Come on, Kenway. Okay. Please don't jump off now. So powder reserves. Where are the powder reserves? Too far away. me try and ignite this one so that my dudes know to leave. And 2 more dudes. A fairly Pyrrhic victory there. We took a bunch of damage in terms of my crew. Man, that was intense. So sorry I couldn't do much describing or narrating on that, but that was because of really intense battle there, so I had to really focus. I should probably repair the jacked even more, but this is just too good of a ship to not send to my fleet, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna send to my fleet. Another thing I should be doing is lowering my wanted level. It's gonna be pretty important just for me allowing to survive, being able to survive. I'm gonna keep getting more and more of those tough ships. Probably cannot handle that. Okay, right now I'm going to look for another ship to board, and I won't just outright destroy. See if what I can do here. Okay, I should be able to board that one, and I can use this one to lower my wanted level. Okay, I don't want to lower it all the way. I just want to lower it, keep it in a particular range. Okay, so lower wanted level. I can remove 1. I think that'll be worth doing.
I could use some good men.
Okay, so I lowered it back down to 3. A little bit more manageable. It's probably the range I'm going to stay at for now until I get a stronger ship, a more fully upgraded ship, can handle a more dangerous wanted level. Okay, I'll stop by this island. I'm gonna have to do, or at least I don't have to do them, but I want to do these islands at some point in time. So might as well get them out of the way now when I am nearby a mission, and I can always go towards that mission when I want to. One thing I've been wondering about is when do I feel it's going to be appropriate or worthwhile to head back out of the Animus? Like, For the most part, it seems like all the content, all the outside the anime stuff is delivered in chunks. Like, I unlock a certain security clearance at specific intervals in the story. And we haven't seen one of those in quite a while, I feel. Strangely, been a long time. It could be, because I am taking my time to explore. I'm not getting through the game really all that fast.
Captain has the helm.
But I don't know. It still seems like it's taking a long time. It's gonna make a U-turn here, get all these small islands, maybe end here, do an assassin contract, and then head this way. Sounds like a plan. Do some combat.
Paints out, let's go!
Suppose it's a fairly good warm-up.
Crowd it all on! Crowd on all
Okay, so if I can repair, I'll try and repair.
Douse the cannons at once! All sail! Seal tape!
I dug his grave with a silver spade. I dug his grave.
She's getting away! Ready to back! Down up on the rigging! Fire! Cruiser! Eat her sticks! There's faithful tag to us, sir!
Okay, can I board? Yes, indeed. It's board. Repair. Can. Hopefully I can just take out ship all in one. Can't quite get to the other side here. Okay, so I think repair is the most important thing to do right now. Get back to full health. Okay, this one I will...
Press for impact!
I'll just sink this one. I don't need to worry about that one.
Get up to planks!
Okay, so I'm in a weird place in the game because I don't know how many more times I'm going to be able to come back to this area. So I feel like I've come back multiple times now, and judging from my previous experience with games, is that for games like this, like open world games, Assassin's Creed games, is that it's getting less and less likely that I'm going to be able to return to this area for a mission. After this, it's probably going to be more of just like, if I ever need to return here, it'll be out of my own choice, prerogative, while the main missions will be heading towards areas of the map that we haven't seen yet, which has been southern, southwestern corners of the map. So I'm thinking now is the best time to finish up any loose ends. Finish up any final little islands and collectibles that I haven't reached in this area of the map. I think this is the best way to approach the overworld here. Is I don't have to do every single thing all at once in one area, because it seems like I can reasonably expect the game to take me back at least twice to any given quadrant in the map for main mission or whatnot. So I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm going to be visiting Nassau multiple times over and over again throughout the game, because of how Nassau is considered, or because Nassau is kind of the heart of the pirate world. Okay, I think I should have a ton of resources for upgrades. Let's see what I can do now. I don't have money. That's what I don't have. I can do broadside cannons. Oh, that is something. Definitely want to do broadside cannons. And that should be the only upgrade I can do, one at a time. So now all that naval combat is paying off. Let's see. I can sell sugar and rum. Didn't really get that much off of it. How about the fleet? Get updated on that. I think at least once every playthrough, periodically, is when I want to do. So, I don't know if I want. I actually have a lot of gems, so I could add some docks. 600 for docks now. Alright, so this is fast ship 2254. I wish I could look at the other ships available to me to choose from. Alright, what do I have in my fleet? I would like more ships like this, the Zabra Augusta. I don't have enough of those. This one is really slow speed. Oh, it's the Man of War, of course. This is all that's left in my fleet. Everything else is out on missions right now. So 24, 50, 30. I think I'm just gonna salvage this one. Proteus. Same type of thing. Again, for a similar ship. Okay, 25, 60, 35. That's a little bit better. This one I will... This one I'll go ahead and add... Probably... Well, I'll definitely add one dock. 600, sure. What is the next? Okay, so... I'll add that to my fleet. And this one is the Man of War. Add more docks, 1,000. So I'll salvage. Not the Zabra Augusta. Not the Telemachus. Yeah, probably the Bernice here. Salvage that one. And then I'll add the good old Man of War to my fleet. Okay, these are all the ships that are completing missions, are coming back. Good old gold. Try to get this stuff done as quickly as possible because it's not the most exciting thing. Oh, I can do skip all reports, so I'll do that. So I now have more missions I can do. So let's unlock this one by doing some ship battles really quickly. So, Man of War, okay. Definitely want to... Firepower. Send a Man of War for that. Against another Man of War. Yeah, that one. So either Speedwell or Old Scratch. As far as stats go, this one will be... This one looks like this one is what I'll need. Okay, so hopefully none of my none of my ships here die to their Man of War. Be a bit devastating, especially for losing the Zabra Augusta. So far, my fastest ship. Alright. Fine, good job. Okay, their man of war is gonna start firing now, so... Okay. Shot my man of war, but I have the first shot on them. From here on out. Should be able to win this. Not sure if those mines are a good idea. They don't seem to be doing much. Okay, victorious. The considerable damage to my man of war here. Okay, so frigates and a brig. .32 firepower. Well, should do it. Another one of these, I think. Try this one, but I also need to add a third. Looks like nothing I can do give me a good odds of success. Oh, by adding Man of War I can do it. I can totally do it. Not this one. Maybe if I repair. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it takes health into account. So, okay, I'll launch battle with this assortment of ships. So what I'm thinking is the third slot is for damage absorption, like aggro tanking. So a Man of War will be good for that, while the other ships clean up in terms of actual damage. Then once the Man of War hits something, basically blow anything out of the water. Alright. Man of War will destroy that frigate. And there we go. Took a lot of damage though. Man. Okay, so now it's just a schooner. The good old Zabra Augusta can handle that. So, I think besides this whole cutscene battling thing, which I've already discussed at length, being a problem because you can't skip them, you have to sit through them. The other thing that I think this fleet minigame is missing, that was lost from the earlier Assassin's Creed games, was kind of the entire purpose of doing them. Here, the only purpose is to earn extra cash, right? Seems like that's the only purpose for this whole fleet minigame thing, as far as the broader game. In previous Assassin's Creed games, when they, all the way back to when it started in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, the reason for doing this minigame, I think back then it was called like the Brotherhood system. It wasn't the fleet, but it was basically the same type of thing. You were sending your recruits out on missions very much like this, and they would all have their difficulty ratings, and as your guys did missions, they would get experience. So that detail right there that I just said is what is missing from this game, or from this fleet minigame system. Is the ships that we have, they don't retain any experience. They don't get better overall. to the point where they can take on better missions just by getting better. Because I guess because they're just ships, they're not people. And by extension, like another reason why you had the Brotherhood system was because those recruits were actual recruits that you could call upon in the main game, in the actual world of the game, and outside of the Brotherhood system. So what we're not seeing in this game is how we can't call upon our fleet in the main overworld to help us out. They're basically strictly relegated to this minigame map here. I need 70, something with 70. Probably a man of war ship. Yeah, either this one or that one. One's at full health. Yeah, I'll send that one. So I feel like this whole fleet minigame system, it cut out most of what the whole purpose of this minigame was in the first place, and to great detriment. Like, I feel like, wouldn't it be such a great idea to be able to call on some of these ships out in the open world, say, hey, help me out, aid me in this battle, and then like one of your ships will come in to aid you, will join the battle, and you can kind of do co-op with you and the AI. And the more experience that ship has, the greater their level, and the more the ship will have like upgraded weapons and whatnot. I don't know. It's if they took those ideas from the original Brotherhood system and how that stuff evolved over the course of the game, like this, that was in place all the way up until Assassin's Creed 3, which is the previous game in the series. Remember to keep doing this stuff, not just talk. All right. These can handle. So I'm not entirely sure why this fleet system is in the game anymore if we don't have that extension, that original purpose of being able to call upon these ships as allies to aid you in the main game proper. The only reason this exists now is an extra avenue for earning money. I feel like that is a fairly weak. Like, when I started out the game, I assumed that it would work like the Brotherhood system of the previous games, because that's essentially what it was taking place. The fact that they stripped out perhaps the most important part of it, kind of a disappointment. Is big disappointment. Makes it much less valuable. It essentially becomes more busy work just to get resources. You're not really getting a reward out of it, or the reward isn't worth the effort anymore. That's why it's like I'm trying to just rush through this stuff. I'm not trying to actually. In the previous games, the Brotherhood system, you would take care about who you would send the right person for the job, take into account their level, and you would be able to track course of your recruits over the course of the game as they leveled up, and it would be like a devastating loss whenever they died, or they were damaged or hurt, injured rather, because you felt a connection to them. They were your recruits, and you're trying to train them up from basic recruits up until Master Assassin. And you're training them through this minigame system that you're seeing here would have an impact on their abilities when you call them out in the open world, in the main game proper. So much of that is lost now, and that is another one of the biggest disappointments that I've had with this game. Now, is that all that important in the grand scheme of things? I'd say probably, maybe not. Would I love to have the ability to call on my fleet to help me out in battle, like I did with the Brotherhood system? Absolutely. That would be awesome. That would be the first thing that I would hope to be in, say, like a sequel to this game. Any sort of naval-based game in the future, I would hope it would have that stuff. I guess now it's time to battle these dudes. Let's get rid of them. Can't see what's going on, there's so much smoke. Okay. Now I have to fight this one. As long as I keep up the pressure, beat this one. Oh, good. Got him. Apparently aggroed a bunch of other ships as well. Okay, is that a man of war? I think it might be. I'm not sure if it's man of war. I need to repair, that's for sure. So let me get that stuff done. Maybe I want to lower my wanted rating one more, because the ships are getting to be tough. They're still pretty darn tough. Okay. So repair this one, definitely repair the other one. I'm not sure. Depends on what kind of ship it is. Okay, so I think it is a man of war. It's really hard to get any sort of decent shot on these guys. Oh, I didn't know there was a dude there. Oh boy. Alright, I don't know what Kenway's doing, but let's get up, get back up. Already halfway there. Little help, guys. There we go. Okay. So, this one seems like a man of war, so I might want to add it to my fleet. Definitely want to lower. I don't think it's a man of war. It would be a little bit more of a lucrative, lower wanted level in this case.
Join us.
I'll be back up to 3 in no time anyway. Okay. back on track.
Ground on every inch of sail. Sail to the starboard. Wreck survivor here, sir.
Running down to Cuba with a load of sugar. Wave boys to Cuba. Make her run you line.
To larboard, sir. Looks like booty.
Wave boys to Cuba. Running down to Cuba. Oh, I got a sister, she's 9 feet tall. Wave boys to Cuba. Sleeps in the kitchen with her feet in the hall. Running down to Cuba. Wave boys to Cuba. Running down to
I'm gonna try to avoid any further naval combat. Try to get through these islands as fast as possible, and then get through to the main mission. Keep the momentum rolling.
Give me a gal can dance and dangle. Wave boys to Cuba.
Is there anything else further up here? I want to head left so I can pick this up. This.
Round doesn't matter and
Along the way here.
Grip the yards on the left. Bring it all, sir. Gammon tight.
So considering the various elements of the game that I've seen so far and have experienced after several hours of play, I've pointed out a lot of positives and negatives. How much I love, say, the wanted level system, the way that works, everything about the ship combat, and everything related to it. Everything that, say, works well with the ship combat and the overall sailing experience in the overworld. All that stuff has been, my experience with that has been fairly positive. So on the other side of that is I've pointed out some negatives here and there whenever I've experienced them. One of them being the fact that the cityscapes and the parkour are perhaps a little they're not very well done to the extent the game features them. I feel like they'd be fine. Everything involved would be fine if they were just smaller, and the cities weren't. They weren't as big cities like Kingston or Havana. If they were smaller locations, they'd be much easier to bear. But for the size that they are, the missions that you do in the cities, the overall experience of doing the traditional Assassin's Creed platforming and parkour, the free running on rooftops and stuff, not very strong. I feel like for the amount of city that is in this game, those things should be stronger. Taking all that into account, like right now I have generally a positive experience with the game, but perhaps a little bit more mixed than what I expected based on the overall praise of the game that I've heard since the game's release. Like I've been paying attention to Twitter and reviews talking about the game and how much people love the sailing. One thing I've heard so far, one thing I've heard a lot is how Assassin's Creed 4 is the best game in the series. It is an improvement by far over any other game. And considering the positives and negatives that I pointed out, I feel like I can understand where they're coming from, but I'm not sure if I can quite agree. Right now, I don't feel like Assassin's Creed 4 is my favorite of the series. Even with the stellar sailing, the other stuff offsets it just enough to where I feel like it's not my favorite in the series. I think Brotherhood right now still holds the title, and perhaps the most damning negative for me, and the games that I like to play, the story. The story is just not strong enough. I feel like Brotherhood's story really strong, worked well with the overall style of the game, kept me moving throughout the world. Basically everything I wanted. The mission structure was very well done. I felt the pacing was well done in that game too. And there were a lot of different side missions and various types of side missions that I could explore the overall story at my own pace and non-linearly too. I'm talking about, when I talk about overall story, I mean not just the main mission storyline, but also all parts of the story that make up side missions too, side quests. There was a great variety of side quests that I really enjoyed in Brotherhood. I feel like a lot of that stuff is missing in this game. Like, the story is one of its weaker aspects. So if anything, I think if the story was better and the main missions were better and there were more interesting side quests that tied in more strongly with the overall narrative, supported the overall narrative in a non-linear fashion, as side quests are meant to be. If that stuff was there, then I could probably forgive many of the other negatives. I would be able to overlook them, just because I'd be having so much fun exploring the story, delving into these characters, and be very strongly motivated to go forward. But I think, like, the weak story is essentially the final nail that doesn't destroy the game for me, but keeps it from being the greatest Assassin's Creed in my view. Let's see. I want to like go down here and then head up here. I think so. I eventually want to get all this stuff too. Maybe I'll do this, then head to the main mission, and then afterwards I'll see if I can go this way. Sounds like a plan. So, that one. In general, I feel like there isn't a whole lot of... Now that I think about it, there aren't a whole lot of side quest variety. I mean, we've seen the Templar Hunt missions, and those have been fairly good, but there have only been 4 Templar Hunt missions. I think I've done all of them. I remember Assassin's Creed Brotherhood having a lot more types of side missions to explore. I mean, in that game it had the whole Ezio's past. Like, you could explore levels in Ezio's younger days. And I really loved that, how you could not only do them at any point that you wanted, like they'd appear on your map after you'd unlock a story moment, or after you experience a story moment, they'd unlock, right? But then you're not obligated to do that mission right then and there. That mission will always be there waiting for you, and then you can trigger that mission by heading towards that place in the map. I really liked it as a way to explore that side of Ezio and his backstory in a nice non-linear way at your own pace. And there are other various side missions in the game too. Explore. Especially with the Brotherhood system being pretty strong, a strong new feature in the game. The fact that that's not in here mutes out one thing that you could be relishing in: training your fleet of pirates. It feels like that's missing in this game. So I don't know. I'm kind of discussing this a little bit of a scatterbrain fashion, but I think I'm coming across how the balance is just to the point where I can't call it my favorite at the moment. I mean, there's still more game left. I feel like it could very well redeem itself later on with more mission types. I'm certainly going to give it to that chance. Right now, about halfway through the game, according to the progress tracker, I feel like it could be a little stronger. There sure are a lot of ships named Telemachus. Should just tear through them. Okay, I think I'm going to keep it in the around the 2 to 3 wanted level points. You know, some of those negatives that I pointed out, balanced out by the great wanted level system, great new addition to the game, or great, not addition, but twist on that formula. Glad that's there. Had a bit of a complexity drive naval combat. I'm not sure what more I could say in that regard. Right, come on, Kenway. I'm trying to make him do this, like that. Don't know why I couldn't just do that. There we go. Okay. So, don't want to lower my wanted level about where I want to be. I need to repair, so fleet it is. So with that in mind, I guess I could talk about what the game could do as far as redeeming itself or making itself better overall. What I would like to see are more side missions, I guess, that take place out in the sea involving the ship combat, because that is the game's strongest feature, right? So of course I'd want it to involve the ship combat. Like more things to do out at sea that are not just like the whaling. I feel like the whaling is not enough. I'd want some small story-based missions out in the open sea. I doubt we'll actually see that stuff at this point in the game. It's fairly late to introduce that stuff, I think. But I guess we can see what the whole... I mean, we are just unlocked the diving stuff, so I wonder maybe that'll be what will offer that. So maybe the diving stuff will offer exactly what I want in that regard. I would also like to see more main missions that take place out on sea. In the grand scheme of things, like halfway through the game, I feel like there have not been a whole lot of missions that took place on your boat, doing combat on their boat. There are the naval contracts that do that, I suppose. But there've only been less than a handful of missions. Probably 3, possibly 4. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm miscounting them, but definitely few missions that involve the boat and doing stuff out at sea. Again, the main missions don't seem to be taking advantage of the strongest portion of the game, which is the ship-based exploration and combat. So I'd like to see more of a focus on that going forward, more missions out at sea rather than on land. I mean, for what's clearly the focus of the game is all this naval stuff, the naval portion. I feel like a disturbing amount. I don't. Disturbing is probably the wrong word, but I say a strange amount of missions have taken place on land in cities. More than I would expect, considering the quality of the missions and just the overall experience in those cities. Not that great. In the city environments, not that great. You'd think that fewer missions would take place in the cities, more missions would take place out at sea. I think, yeah, going forward, it's key for the game to focus more on the sea, in terms of both the main mission and the side missions. And I would also like to see stronger story and infusion of that story into other parts of the game, side quests in particular. Feels like that's one thing I could point to, is that the side quests, sure, there are whaling missions, there are forts to do, but those don't have any story bearing. They don't have their own little side stories involved, much like the Ezio missions were in Brotherhood. I wish those missions did have some sort of story bearing that informed Ezio as a character. We haven't seen a whole lot of, like, Kenway missions, for example. In Assassin's Creed 3, there was this whole side story with the homestead and all the characters there. There's a rich tapestry of characters with the homestead, and I love that side story even more than the main story. Those characters were great, and it was really fun exploring that side story overall. As a great contrast to what was going on in the main story. Here, like, overall, anything to do with story seems to be fairly thin. The main story is fairly thin, and side stories are almost non-existent. I think the only one that qualified so far has been the Templar Hunt missions. Those are like their own little stories. Definitely not enough of those. Kind of wish there was more. Okay, so let's go to the next main mission. That was the last little island on my route here. On a side note, I think I might have to actually lower my bitrate for streaming. Seems like I keeps freezing on mobile, at least. Seems like the mobile app has lowered its threshold for what it's able to process as far as bitrate. Used to be when I set it to 2500, which would be kilobits per second. My tablet Twitch app there would be able to handle it no problem. That was where we'd compromise between quality and performance. Now it seems like whatever recent update has made it so that 2500 kilobits is buffering a lot on my tablet, mobile in particular. I'm not seeing the survivor. Where is that? Must have missed him. So I think next time I will lower the bit rate and see if that improves the experience on mobile. Don't know why it's doing that. I'm fairly certain that maybe it could be an OBS setting that I'm missing. I'm fairly certain that other streams I've seen have had 2500 or even 3000 kilobits per second as a bit rate for the stream, and tablet has had no problem streaming them at all, no buffering whatsoever. Well, I don't know, maybe something I have to be aware of. At least the archives, as far as I'm seeing, the archives are not affected. What Twitch is seeing is smooth stream of video. Whatever setting I have right now is preventing that going through to a mobile Twitch app experience. Getting a lot of buffering, so I have to look into what is going on there and why it's not able to deal with my settings properly. Okay, so made it to the diving mission. Let's see what these are all about. Hopefully they give me what I want. Looking for some story stuff. Some how do I get in this? Oh, I have to go over there? Yeah, I guess I have to meet this ship over there. Diving for medicines. Right, we need medicines for Nassau. Alright, main mission time.
Devil in his hole, Thatch. This is a darling galley. 32 guns, is it?
I lost count at 40.
You've stepped up a rung. So, any luck finding medicines here?
Nothing round this spot, sadly. But there's a few wrecks yonder that ain't been scoured by nothing but crabs and coral.
I'll have a look.
Edward? Edward, is that you? My goodness, the West Indies is a compact place.
Hello, Bonnet. A surprise seeing you out here.
I met Mr. Thatcher a month or so ago, and he offered to take me under his yardarms, so to speak. Says I must wash the hayseed from my hair before I'm a true pirate.
Well, good luck to you then. Worst men have become better under Blackbeard's watch.
Cool to see good old friend. Haven't seen him in quite a while. Since way in the beginning of the game. First time we visited Vanna. See what he's gonna offer. Alright, so you can use the diving bell. The diving bell allows you to access and explore specific underwater areas such as shipwrecks and, I don't know how to say that, cenotes. Sail to them and just hold B when prompted to lower the bell. See what these are about, hopefully. They are a cool thing.
Did you ever see a wild goose
Loose
sailing
on, let's
over
move!
the ocean?
Unfurl aloft! Man your seats! Down to the gallows, boys! Crew up! Crew up!
That's a neat idea. I didn't know that was one way they could do diving. I wonder how accurate this is as far as how diving worked back then. Alright, so there's a chest somewhere here, there. Right now, this looks pretty darn cool, gotta say. As an experience, I suppose that's. getting what we want. Really cool experience. As far as story, I think there's much right now. Like much of a story-based thing, but for a sort of set piece, they definitely a cool set piece. These are basic first impression reactions to a completely new type of mission I haven't seen before. Or was that medicine? I don't know. I do have to worry about air. So I wonder how I can get air. Air pockets. Swim up to find air pockets. Oh, neat. Okay. I see how it works. We were introduced to this a little bit earlier on, I think. Back in Tulum. Is it Tulum? I'm not sure. There was a portion like this where we did some diving the first time. Now we're actually making use of those skills. Okay. Current. Pretty cool as far as an experience goes here. Oh wow. Oh, it actually uses the stealth. Avoid sharks by using stealth. That's pretty cool. I need air. Really need to reach my diving bell there. Hopefully, I think... Yeah, I don't have to return to the ship. I actually want to get more of these... treasure things. Just needed some air. Yeah, so far, first reaction to this... it's pretty darn cool. It's incorporating some of the stealth mechanics that are a main part of the Assassin's Creed series. Sharks are pretty darn terrifying. Okay, so there is a thing in there. One thing I'm noticing right now is there doesn't seem to be too story heavy. Let's see. Optional objectives. Avoid being attacked by sharks. So as long as I don't get attacked by a shark, I'll be good. I'll make sure not to get attacked then. Right, that's one optional objective done, but there's still one more. Oh, there are actually 6 chests. Okay, need to head back to my diving bell there. So, where are these other chests? Is there a map around here? Oh, yeah, there is. Holy crap. That... fairly far away. Can I actually make it there? I'm not entirely sure. Seems really far away. I should be able to return back here, right? So, just to complete the mission without being destroyed by a shark, I'm going to do that. Complete the mission. And then I can come back afterwards, I think. So, just for the purposes of side missions, I'll... the optional objectives.
Any luck?
I found one crate hidden beneath a school of sharks. Sadly, the elixir inside is quite spoilt.
Plague and perish. Will we steal medicines now?
Remember the pardon, Thatch. We're to be subtle.
Says Ornagold, a pirate, now too proud to call himself one.
He prefers caution to cannons.
Caution's nothing without charisma. Or if a man plays the fool, then it's only fools he'll persuade, but appear to be the devil. And all men will submit.
And would you be the devil?
Or an audience. Aye. All a big show. Give your quarry something to fear. Some hellish thing from a fevered dream. And men will drop to their knees, pleading for their lord before all else.
Oh god.
Looks fine.
Of course it does. You can find a quiet way to acquire medicines. Tell me soon. Otherwise, I'll handle it myself.
Okay, should be 100%. Yep, okay, that's good. Memory 1, diving for medicines. Okay, so as a first experience for diving, I think 4 or 5, I think. Good first experience. Now, will I get tired of them in the future? Possibly, especially since they don't have a lot of story attached to them. As a good showpiece, it is impressive right up front. Well, we'll see if it can hold up over multiple dives. That's what I'll be looking for. So I think that's what the diving bell upgrade is all about. It is all about increasing the amount that you can dive, right? I believe that's what it is. Let's check out what the upgrade looks like. So, diving bell. Okay, it's just, there is just one. So there is no other way to increase the amount you can dive or the amount of diving bells. I guess not. Let's I'm going to dive back in there and try to get the remainder of the chests now that I am not under pressure of a mission. Let's get back in there.
Chains out, let's go!
Look here, sir. There's something in the water.
Okay. Fire hunter? Yeah, I guess so. Dock first. I'm not sure if how much more I can do. Let's see how long this will take to get the remainder of the treasure here. We're continuing on, or before deciding whether to stop here or go forward, even go or explore more. So, chest is over that way. Ah, okay. Seems to be closer now, right? 28 meters. Where was? I think we were like over there, before, I guess. In any case, not complaining. Definitely take a chance to. Or, oh, I bet those jellyfish are dangerous. Oh, definitely don't want to touch those. Those jellyfish, by any chance, called Man of War? You think? I know there are giant jellyfish called Man of War. There's a chest here, and that should be the last one, right? Oh, no. No opening here. Okay. Definitely looks really cool. This whole experience of diving. As far as like an environmental variety. Oh, these are air barrels. Oh, I got it. Oh, that's so cool. I thought those were like mines or something. I was afraid to touch them. Okay, that's really good to know. But otherwise, yeah, I'm done here, so I don't need to. Any more here? Turn. I think I'll play a little bit further. Let's see where the next thing is. Maybe do one more. Islands here I haven't done. This one I haven't done anything. Maybe I'll head to one of these islands and finish off there. Maybe here makes most sense. This is the closest.
Who's straight sails? Something down below us, sir.
Need to deal with these guys, of course. Save my mortars. Really, at this point, I really need mortars for the tougher ships. Okay, I think I'm just going to sink this one.
Take some damage here.
Down to the tree! Ready to spit, sir!
Good shot to cripple her.
Ready before you, sir! Old man,
Should Yeah, I'll board this one. Don't need to repair. Yeah, I will just get it for my fleet, I guess. Now it seems like the optimal rhythm for dealing with the wand level is to get to level 3, then capture some of the stronger ships that we get at that level, and then drop back down so that I have a chance to repair. Really bad angle for that swivel. I think I actually killed some of my own crew. Just happened to be swinging right into that fire barrel. There weren't any at the time that I shot it, but it was just unfortunate timing there. Okay, so keep on going.
Get the main screen! Get up those shrouds! Hold down! Hold down! Get those spars free! Let's see
All sail! All sail!
Who's tops and royals?
Douse the royals!
Reef the ground in order!
Okay, so how many more of these little islands do I need to get, or do I don't need to get them, do I want to get? Once I get through them, these little islands are mostly just busy work, it seems to me. Although they could exist for a lot of those treasure maps. I'm realizing that, yeah, I can't discount them. They're probably do have hidden treasure on them. I may need to make a whole episode just for exploring the treasure maps. Maybe I should have been doing the treasure map thing all along. I guess next episode I'll make a point to look for some of those treasure maps. At least if there's anything nearby, I will go towards them. Never felt like I had enough time to do those. That might actually be a point of discussion in the next stream. I'll try out some of those treasure maps and see what they're all about. Can discuss the fact that discuss how I felt like I haven't had enough time in the game to really deal with them. I was always been going after ship combat, exploring, or a main mission at any given point. So I never really took the time to say, hey, how about a treasure map? How about we look for some buried treasure? I always felt like there was something else to do. So maybe I'll be eating my words. Maybe I'll be I was talking about how there wasn't enough variety of missions. Maybe the treasure maps actually lead to a mission. I don't know. Who knows? Then again, of course, they could just lead to another chest with just a thing in it. It's not necessarily a whole mission. Is this one? It would be really cool if when I reached a treasure map location of the buried treasure, it would activate an entire side mission, like a level. I'm not sure what that could be, but it sounds potentially cool. You see. Oh, I can only get to the treasure maps when I'm not sailing. Pretty sure I can access them in my inventory at any time. Maybe I should get closer. This seems to be a little far away. Okay, that's a little bit better. Betting a lot of these islands are more than just busy work, that they are hiding some of those locations for treasure chests. We're seeing in the maps. Let me look. Yeah, I can access them right here. Treasure maps Y. And they give me coordinates 240, 607, so on and so forth. 240, 607. We can look at the map, and we can get coordinates here. So 240, right around here, and 607. This. Okay, so it's in Havana. Interesting. 4607 is Havana. Oh, yeah, it's in the fort that's in Havana. Interesting. I see. And I get a figurehead for that. Let's see. Gray sails. Look like cosmetic rewards. Not sure what this one is. Elite mortar storage. I know where that one is. Keela's wheel. Elite harpoon. Okay. Yeah, I think next part I'll definitely go after some of these. At least I'll put a dent into them. One more little island, and then I guess I'll head here. I like the look of the storm in the distance there. Pretty darn cool. Yeah, I think once I arrive at the island, I'll call it an end to the stream here. I feel like I've done a significant amount of progress in this part. A good time to stop and leave more stuff for the next part. I'll then be able to find more topics to discuss as well.
Call on the salt sea, and we'll
Ready to fire! Pursuing box down to the tree! Breaking up she is!
Get a good
Fancy a wee swim, do you?
3-level, I don't know, 3 cross swords. I don't know what to call those. 3 X's. My wanted level. After this, I'm gonna head right, so that way.
Bring it all, Phil! Come and tight!
I guess as a final discussion, as I wind down this part in my playthrough, maybe discuss whether the new diving bell missions are enough to really, or add another positive. And my initial reaction to them is they're really cool experiences, a new type of experience that we haven't seen before. Been able to swim in Assassin's Creed games for a long time, but never dive underneath. So seeing a whole dedicated diving mission,
Captain has the helm.
I'm intrigued at the possibilities around that. See what kind of experiences they can hold.
Every last scrap of duck on the wind!
Ride the wind, for all's his worth.
And it is making the experience a little bit more juicy, but I feel like, again, there's a distinct lack of both main story and side story in the game, and I wish maybe the diving missions involved some more meat in terms of story. I don't think they're really just straightforward missions in that regard, not any sort of side story there. So it solves one thing I'm worried about. It does make the game a little more interesting. It does not solve the lack of story, though. Is what I'm really looking forward. What I'm really looking more of. Let me try and speak some English here. Some stronger story is what I'm really looking for in terms of what in general what I would like from the game. Definitely would like to see more maybe not in terms of quantity. I want to see a little bit more quality of story. Maybe more things like the Templar Hunt missions. I wish there was more of that stuff. Not Templar Hunt per se, but other missions kind of like that. The same vein. These little side stories that help fill out the overall narrative. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I would like to see more experiences like that. The diving bell doesn't quite hit the mark there, even though they do look like they're fun. They don't offer any sort of story to augment the overall narrative. Hopefully I made some sense there. I'm not sure if I did. Trying to work it all together here. Do I want to dive, or do I want to just drop back down? I guess it doesn't matter. I think I'll end it right here. Can explore this little town, harbor town here. So if you tuned in, thank you very much for watching. You can watch all the archives of my playthrough up until this point going to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/YamsterSam. You can also follow me on Twitter at YamsterSam, and if you like what you see here, you can watch me live on Twitch, hitting the follow button on Twitch. And then you can also interact with me, ask me questions, and maybe we can have discussions about the game as well. I'd like to see some of that happen in the future. Hopefully I can see some of that. So, with that in mind, I will see you next time. Later.